Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet channel, your home on YouTube for outdoor cooking. Y'all stay tuned for another great Dutch oven dish. Well, today's dish is something I've had before. I never made it before though. It's going to be the first time. I did a little bit of research on it, and actually most of this recipe come from recipe30.com, so y'all go look that guy up. You know, especially if you're already a decent cook to begin with, it gives a very, very simple you know, like 3-minute explanation of how to make the dish. So we're going to use his dish as a basis for what we're going to do, and of course we have to adapt it to cook it outdoors here on the Dutch oven on charcoal. Let's get started with our chicken cordon bleu. Where we're going to start is with 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to prepare them for chicken cordon bleu. We got our brand new bubble blade right here, which is razor sharp, so we're just going to go ahead and try to butterfly that guy out, you know, with equal thickness both sides of the butterfly. So we'll just kind of lay him open just like that right there. So he's pretty butterflied out. Now you can use one of these little tappy hammers and we can beat on him. This one's got kind of like the tenderizer things on it. You know, that's just going to take a lot of time. So, you know, we're good at cast iron cooking. Let's get set up to do it the easy way. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take some cellophane. You know, and I can never get those cutter things to work right on cellophane. I don't know why they can't get their crap together on that and make one that actually works. So we're going to put our chicken breast right in the middle there. I'm going to give them a little room because this is going to expand when we pound it out. And we're going to pull another sheet right back over it, and then we'll just cut that cellophane off because, like I said, those cutters on the box are useless. Now I'm going to reach right over here and grab one of our weapons here. This is an old, yeah, it was one of those grill pans. I actually like that thing once in a while, but you know, it's made in China, it's imitations. I ain't worried about breaking this one. So just start smashing the crap out of that chicken breast, and we're going to beat them down. He's pretty thin. Well, you can see why we needed, you know, a sturdy surface. So we'll keep working on that and get back to you once he's all ready. So we have our chicken breast all pounded out there real nice. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and peel back one side of our cellophane wrap, plastic wrap, so we can get access to the chicken breast. And we're going to leave that back there. You know, leave it attached. Don't take it off this yet. All right. So if you got any loose bits like this, I would just like toss them over into the middle at this point, and just press them down in there. Alright, next thing is we have some, this is some German mustard that some of my family members brought me over from Germany. So we're going to go ahead and give that just a little bit of that. It's a Dijon style mustard. And if you don't have that, just use regular, your favorite Dijon mustard. And we're going to go ahead and just paint that, brush it around over the entire portion of your chicken breast. And if you watch Recipe 30's recipe, he doesn't get really crazy with any kind of herbs or spices on this. I'm going to put a little bit of basil in mine, and I'm going to season the inside with just a little bit of our favorite seasoning. Use yours. That's Seminole Swamp. Okay, on top of that, we're going to put some ham. So I got some good quality. This is boar's head, thin sliced ham. but you want to keep that back from the edges. So here we're just probably going to put 2 slices, and so we can keep it back from the edges. Don't want it to go all the way to the edge. And the original Cordon Bleu recipe calls for Swiss cheese. Well, this is a Munster, which I like a lot better than Swiss. We're going to try to arrange that kind of down the middle. So here's kind of the tricky part. We got our cheese running this way, so we want to try to fold up this end right in the cellophane there and kind of make a little crease in it right there. We're going to do the same thing on the other end. If you have to push your cheese closer together to do so, do that. It's going to help keep your cheese from running out later. So then we're going to go to our ends, and we're just going to pick up our cellophane. And that's why we left our cellophane on here, was to help with this process. And you're going to want to make sure you're tucking those ends in as you. Now I'm just going to pull across it, and that's going to help to roll it. And I'm making sure those ends stay tucked in. I'm just pulling it, and we'll just roll it right over. Okay, here we go. That's a nice roll. We'll leave it right in this cellophane until we're ready to go to the next step. We'll get the other one ready, and I'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you guys that have never been to my channel before. Hey, and if you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set up. And here we're going to be browning off the bottom, or browning off the chicken before it goes in the actual oven. So we're going to want to get a fairly decent amount of coals on there. And then we'll grab our number, maybe a couple more actually. And you notice I got some holes drilled in this plate. If you have this ability to do that, it's going to give a little more air to those coals and actually make it a little hotter. So we're going to go ahead and get our number 12 on there, and let it start heating up. Alright guys, the next step we got to do is a 3-step breading process, but in the meantime, while we're getting everything ready for that, we went ahead and stuck those prepared chicken breasts back in the freezer to try to help them firm up. If they start to come apart on us, we may use some skewers. So at this time also, while you're waiting, you need to get your Dutch oven preheating. We've already done that. Okay, real quick, we're going to make our egg mayo wash. Nice fresh egg right from our chickens out there. We know where that came from. So just 1 egg, right there, real quick. Good. We got some oh, well, that was real good. We'll have to wash that. Real main eggs, not salad dressing. Okay, not salad dressing. Good heaping tablespoon real mayo. All right, and have your whisk ready. And we'll go ahead and just whisk those together. You do need a whisk to mix these ingredients. This is my secret weapon right here. A lot of people just use eggs with a little bit of milk. So if you don't need mayo, go ahead with that. This is better. Okay, we brought our stuffed breast out onto a large pan just to make it easier and to catch all the mess. So very gently we're going to dredge that guy in flour. And you know, I say very gently because this is a rolled chicken breast. And so we're just going to take our floured prepared chicken breast, and we're going to put it in our egg mayo wash. I'm going to gently turn it in there and make sure it's 100% coated with our egg mayo wash. And right over here in this bowl we have panko breadcrumbs. So we're just going to go ahead and gently turn them in the panko and make sure that he's 100% coated with panko. And then we have another pan right here standing by. You know, sprinkle them up on there if you have to, but this is a big trick to making this stay moist and juicy. So right on there. We'll do the other one. Be ready to put them in the Dutch oven. Okay, our Dutch oven's ready. We're going to start out just about 2 tablespoons of lard, and we'll just let that melt. Alright, that's just about melted, so we're going to go in with about a tablespoon and a half of butter. A little stir. We'll be ready to brown these. Our butter's almost melted. Going to very, very gently put just one of these guys at a time down into that oil. And you want to put that kind of the seam side down to begin with, so it'll firm up. Okay guys, we browned off both of those chicken breasts on all sides, and then we drained out the oil from the Dutch oven and just swished it out with a little bit of water. So some of the oil is still in there, so now we're going to do the baking portion. Now the original recipe that I'm going off of here says it's going to bake at 20 minutes. I think that's going to be way too long, especially in a Dutch oven. So we're going to give it about 8 to 10, and we're going to give it a check. Well, since the original recipe of this is for cooking it in the oven, you know that's dry heat. Hey, a Dutch oven with the lid closed, that's moist heat. That's why it cooks so fast. So what we're going to do, we're going to get that top of that Dutch oven set up, and we're going to keep the lid cracked so that moisture can get out. So let's get it set up. Alright folks, well my timer just went off at 8 minutes, so let's go and check the internal temperature of the chicken. We have our thermopin here, so we want to just poke it into the chicken, and that's already 157, 145, very, very close to 155, which is where we want to stop it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull the pot off, leave the chicken breast in, and then we're going to take the lid, shake that off, and put it back on top and let them finish. The lid's still nice and hot, but I'm still going to leave it cracked because I don't want to ruin the crispiness. would come with the plate. Here's our beautiful chicken Cordon Bleu. I'm just going to go ahead and just slice that and open it up for you. It's beautiful. Now with our beautiful sizzling vegetables coming right on over. And this is so pretty it hardly needs garnish. So cast iron grilled veg there. About the only thing that needs a little arrangement. Tiny bit of Italian flat leaf parsley, and that is a beautiful meal. Well folks, I'm really glad we didn't take the advice of the original recipe done in the oven. That chicken is cut perfectly, and that was only like 8-9 minutes at the most before we got it out of there. Original recipe was 20 minutes. That would have been totally done. Gone. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, when you're cooking in a Dutch oven and campfire, the oven recipes you can throw out the window, so you need to know that that Dutch oven is going to cook a lot faster. I'd like to welcome our almost 5,000 new subscribers. Hey, and if you're already a subscriber, you know what our sign off is. Please subscribe, share, comment. Hey, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button and turn on your little bell so you know when we put up a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. There's much more to come. So, and all of you that haven't subscribed yet, please do. And as always, please comment, share, blah blah blah, and do something else. And I don't even know what the damn line is because I just made it up.